أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Surah 58 Al-Mujadala The Contention. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to Jameel TV's new episode regarding explanation of some of Quran surahs. Let us start with introduction of this surah. This is the 58th surah in the compilation of Holy Quran and there are 22 verses. The surah talks about a bad social custom by which husbands in pre-Islamic times used to oppress their wives. Someone would call his wife mother and thus would separate from her but would not give her the divorce. Allah condemned this custom. The surah also speaks about the hypocrites and other non-Muslim groups in Medina who were involved in spreading rumors against the Holy Prophet ﷺ. They have been given warning here and Muslims have been urged to be alert and careful. Here we highlight the significant points of the surah. The custom of zihar is condemned. Rights of women should be protected. Allah is aware of the secret counsels of the hypocrites. Believers should not involve in such activity. The rules of gatherings in Islam has been mentioned. Be aware of the internal enemies. Also, don't take as patron those who are the enemies of Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How the surah got its name? This surah takes name from its first ayat. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم قد سمع الله قول التي تجادلك في زوجها وتشتكي إلى الله والله يسمع تحاوركما إن الله سميع بصير. Certainly has Allah heard the speech of the one who argues with you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, concerning her husband and directs her complaint to Allah. And Allah hears your dialogue. Indeed, Allah is hearing and seeing. This surah is entitled Al-Mujadala as well as Al-Mujadila, the title being derived from the word Mujadiluka of the very first verse. As at the outset, mention has been made of the woman who pleaded with the Holy Prophet ﷺ the case of zihar pronounced by her husband and urged him to suggest a way out of the difficult situation in order to save her and her children's life from ruin. And Allah has described her pleading by the word Mujadala. The surah came to be known by this very title. If it is read as Mujadala, it would mean pleading and arguing. And if it is read as Mujadila, it would mean the woman who pleaded and argued. The name of Allah is mentioned in every ayat of the surah. Connection of the name of the surah and its ayat. The surah speaks of the arguing and pleading of Hawla bint Salba about her husband Aus bin Samat before the Messenger of Allah. Virtues of the surah. It was narrated from Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha that she said, praise to be Allah whose hearing encompasses all voices. Khawla came to the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam complaining about her husband, but I could not hear what she said. Then Allah the Mighty and Sublime revealed, indeed Allah has heard the statement of her that disputes with you concerning her husband and complains to Allah. And Allah hears the argument between you both. Sahih Sunan Nasai number 3460. Special feature of the surah. The name of Allah is mentioned in every ayat of this surah. This is unique to this surah, and this does not appear like this in any other surah of Quran.